Stanley, I'm in no mood for this.
I'm in no mood for riddles.
In the mood for this.
I'm in no mood for a lecture.
I'm not in the mood for this, Riley.
I am in no mood for you.
I'm in no mood for discussion. You stay.
I'm in no mood. No, just not in the mood.
I'm in no mood for whatever it is.
I'm not in the mood for this.
No, I'm not in the mood.
I'm really not in the mood for this tonight.
I'm really not in the mood for this.
I'm in no mood for this. We are
But like I say, I'm in no mood for...
I'm in no mood for bisquick.
Those two were two peas in a pod, and I was 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗶𝗀𝗆.
Two peas in a pod. These two are peas in a pod, Bob.
Two decent, swarthy peas in a pod.
Two sloppy peas in a pod.
He's an amazing boy. We're very close. Two peas in a pod.
Two peas in a pod.
Mort, we're two peas in a pod.
Two peas in a pod. We are like two peas in a pod.
Two peas in a pod.
We were like two peas in a pod.
We're two peas in a pod, you and me.
Like two peas in a pod.
Oh, yeah. Two peas in a pod.
Two peas in a pod.
Well, that's not up to me. That's up to you. Well, that's not up to me. That's up to you.
Up to you, either.
You're fired.
That's not up to you.
But you... It is not up to you.
That is, believe it or not, it's up to you.
That's not up to me.
It is not up to you.
It's not up to you.
Really not up to you to decide, is it?
It's not up to you.
It's not up to you. It's not up to you.
Well, I'm not falling for that.
Oh, forget it. I am not falling for it again.
Not falling for that again.
I'm not falling for that.
I'm not falling for that.
I'm not falling for that.
Nope. I'm not falling for that.
Carla, I am not falling for it this time.
I am not falling for that again.
I'm not falling for that again.
Not falling for that one.
I'm not falling for that trick, Dad.
Not falling for that.
Not falling for that again.
Not falling for that one.
I've heard enough.
Oh, I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
I think I've heard enough. Yeah? I heard enough last night.
You heard...
I've heard enough.
I heard enough of her spell.
Enough. We've heard it.
I've heard enough.
I have heard enough.
I have heard enough.
I've heard enough.
She is...
I've heard enough. I've heard enough.
I've heard enough.
I have heard enough.
Can you imagine when the streets run? Wow. Turn our golden faces into the sun. Pushing our leaders, getting into the music played by the 𝗦𝗵𝗿𝗶𝗀𝗆.
What if we rewrite the stars? Say you were made to be mine. Nothing could keep us apart. You'd be the one I was meant to find. It's up to you, no, it's up to me. No one can say what we